Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian for those of you who do not know, and today I am back playing The Sims 4 and we're doing a little speedy builder because I have just been loving building so much recently, and I don't know, it's been a really great time for me, so I thought that I would do another little speed build. But I don't actually just do these builds like just sitting here by myself doing nothing. I've actually always streamed them, so yeah, that's why I've been also really wanting to build a lot, because I think it's so much fun to do these builds live with you all, and then you can give me suggestions, and it can just be a really fun time together, and just, you know, a nice little bonding experience for all of us over on Twitch. I don't know, I enjoy it. I literally talk about Twitch for a majority of every single voiceover I ever do on this channel, but that's okay because Twitch is taking up a lot of my time, and my dog is making so much noise. Annabelle, please stop, baby. You're really cute and all, but you need to stop digging in my bed. I don't appreciate it. Okay, well, she's just gonna keep doing it anyway, and I feel like you can hear her, and it's stressing me out. Okay, literally just started the voiceover, but that is okay. Annabelle, please. Annabelle, stop, please. Honey, you're cute and all, but it's time to calm down. It's late at night. It's literally late at night. So it's currently Friday night, May the 10th. And I realized when I was watching back like my voiceover, like a speed build from before, I always do like weird little like breathing noises, and then like I make like nasty little noises with like my mouth, like that. I hate that noise. That makes me so annoyed. And it should be cut out, but it's not, because you're just getting the raw, natural side of me, all natural today. Because it's late, I'm tired, but I really wanted to record this because I wouldn't be able to record it again until probably like Monday night at the earliest, and it's Friday night. So yeah, basically, I had school today because today was a full week for me. Last week should have been a full week, but I went to Florida on Friday, and then we came home on Sunday night, and then I had my AP Gov exam on Monday morning. And yeah, it wasn't, honestly, none of this was too bad. Like, I feel like I already talked about this, but then I had a good little week. Just streamed a couple of times. We had to take my poor cat to the vet because she got like some little injury on her back somehow, maybe from like climbing under a fence or something. So, but she's gonna be okay. And yeah, it wasn't a super like amazing week. It was just a normal week. But then today I actually worked, which is not that big of a deal for most, but I haven't worked in like, well, it hasn't been, I keep saying I haven't worked in 2 weeks. It's been less than 2 weeks. Like, I worked not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that was the last time I worked, because then I didn't work all that week because then I was in Florida. And then yeah, I worked again, so that was fun. I got to go back to work. It really wasn't it wasn't even bad. It was like just a normal work day, you know. Got to see some of my work friends, which I haven't seen in a while, and they're always fun because they're a different crowd than school, and they're like older and more fun sometimes. And also, my cousin is coming back to work with me at the place that I work at, because the reason I actually started working at like the restaurant type thing that I work at is because my cousin was working there, and then I really wanted to work with her because I was like, oh my gosh, like, you have a job? Wow. I remember this, actually. It was like 2 years ago now. On the 4th of July, we were walking to the fireworks, because our whole family always has this tradition on the 4th of July where we go see the same fireworks at like this place where it's this huge like golf course place, and you have to walk like this trail and stuff. So we were there, and I remember I was like, oh my gosh, like, you're a working woman, like, you have a job, that's so cool. And then all of a sudden I was like, I want a job. And I'd never had a job before because I wasn't even 16 yet, but I was like, I want a job now. So then I waited. I really didn't think about it for a year because I wasn't even 16. And then I finally got a job last June at that same place. And then all last summer we worked together, and it was so fun. Like, she would drive me every day because at that point I didn't even have my license. Now I do have my license, so it's not that big a deal. But she would drive me every day, and we would work all the same days, and it was really fun. And sometimes we would be together, and it would be really amazing, and it was just a good time. Like, we got to do the little drive there together and like listen to music, have the windows down, cruising, just getting to catch up, and it was really good because we used to be like best friends when we were young. Like, we would hang out literally all the time, which she is actually the reason that I started ever playing The Sims. I remember when I was really young. I used to live like right next door to her. Our houses were really close to each other. my family did eventually move for reasons that don't need to be explained, but she still lives there, and we used to live right next to her, and it was so fun. I would go over to her house like every day. This was when I was really, really young, like 4, and I would go to her house all the time, and I would see her like playing on the computer. She's only 2 years older than me, so she probably wasn't then until I moved, and then I would go to her house like every day during the summer when we were like a little older. And she had The Sims 2. I remember she had it on her big, like, you remember when those computers, they used to be like, the whole computer used to be like in the monitor, like the monitors used to be so fat and stuff. She had one of those because obviously those were the computers back then. And that's crazy to think how far computers have come even since I can remember. I feel like I'm not even that old, and like I can already remember how like they used to be so big and chunky and so slow. Oh my god. And you'd have all those little like accounts that you would sign, like each person in the family would have their own little account, and you'd like click on it, and then you would go in. It would take forever to load. So we would play The Sims 2 on that computer, and it was so slow, but I don't even remember that hardly. I just remember how much fun it was. I would literally not even play. I would sit next to her in a chair while she was sitting there playing, and I would just like tell, like, she would build a house, and I would like tell her what to do and like what colors to make furniture and like where to put things, and like it was some of the best times. So then when The Sims 3 was a thing, I got The Sims 3. She still had The Sims 2 because she had like a bunch of the packs and stuff for it, so she loved The Sims 2. So I got The Sims 3 because I never had any Sims game before that, and I freaking became obsessed with it. I would play it every single day on my old computer, and then she got it too, like shortly after, and she would play it every single day on her laptop because she got a laptop then, and we would just sit on the phone. Like I would be at my house, like here, you know, wherever, just on the family computer on our home phone, you know, like those old home phones, like how people used to not have cell phones. We still have one. It rings every single day, like 7 times during my streams. Which is funny, and then I have to mute it because it's such an annoying ring. And there's one in my room because there's like a little charging port thing in my room, so it might as well be up here, like the home phone. But yeah, we would sit on that home phone, and sometimes the calls would say like 5 hours, like 4, probably like 4. They would say like 4 hours because it tells you how long you've been on the phone. We would be on there just sitting on the phone playing together for 4 hours every single day during the summer if I couldn't like get a ride to her house because, you know, I couldn't drive obviously, so one of my siblings would have to, or my mom or like one of her parents or something would have to drive us, even though she lived so close. But it was still like this is after I moved, so it wasn't like that close that you wanted to walk because like highway and stuff, but it was still like 5 minutes away. But yeah, we would just sit on the phone for like 4 hours and just play The Sims 3 together. It was so much freaking fun, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, like I just had an affair and now I'm having like a baby with this other person, and we would just cause so much drama, and it would be so fun. I freaking loved the Supernatural expansion pack in The Sims 3. That was like the second one I got. First I got The Sims 3 base game with pets, and I actually had that, and then I didn't play. I played it like a bunch, like not that much at first, and then it probably like a year went by that I lost it, and I kind of like almost forgot that I ever had it. And then I was like, I really want The Sims 3 because I guess in my child brain I just forgot, but in the back of my head I knew that I already had the freaking Sims 3, like the disc and the pets. And my mom was like, didn't you already buy this like before? And I was like, no, I don't think so. So then she got it for me for getting good grades or something, I feel like, or like for my birthday or something. She got me the Sims 3 with the pets, like the bundle. And then, yeah, and that was when it really flourished, that we would play all the time. And then I got like Supernatural. That was my freaking ish. I used to watch Andrew Arcade's Let's Play. This was like the beginning of when we started watching Let's Plays, was The Sims 3, because first my cousin and I found like the speedy builders, like Curtis Parodies. We would always watch Curtis Parody. I think that's his name. Paradise. I don't know. I think it's Parodies. Curtis Parodies. We would always watch his Sims 3 speed builds because we just thought it was fascinating. Like we had no clue how to do that, and that was literally like our dream. We were like, oh my god, we want to be just like Curtis Parodies and like record speed builds, but we had no clue how even that would go about, like someone would even go about recording a speed build like that. So I think one time we actually tried. We used like her iPod or something so we were building it on her on her laptop, and then we used her iPod, and we like held it in front of the screen, and we recorded the screen like with her phone, like iPod. And okay, well, obviously the iPods already have a bad camera quality, but like that how the computers look when you like take a picture of them or something. They have like all those weird lines in them, and obviously our hands aren't just gonna be still for like 3 hours straight when we're trying to build this, so it's like shaky and like you can see the background. We ended up trashing that idea because obviously it was not how they did it, and we we could tell we weren't that dumb, so we never ended up doing that, which I really wish that we could have like downloaded for apps or like OBS or something and figured out how to record, because that would have been so fun if we could have made videos together back then, like of The Sims, and like actually understood it. I would have loved that. That would be so cool to look back on, and then we like made a little dual channel. I would have loved that. That would have been so fun. But yeah, we used to do that all the freaking time because of Curtis parodies. And then I ended up finding, as I was saying, Andrew Arcade, who did that Supernatural Let's Play, which I was obsessed with. I still remember their names. Like this is like 8 years old. Probably maybe not that old. Definitely not that old. But it's like pretty old, honestly, this Let's Play. And I still remember the Sims names because that's how attached I was with it. Like this is how like people like loved Life Simmers Generations Let's Play. I never watched that one because it had 3 seasons and I was like intimidated. I watched like the first 20 episodes of the first season with the Fendersons, but I always watched I watched like her seasons one, and like I watched all her other ones besides like the Generations one, which I know is kind of dumb. Like that was the most iconic one that everyone always talks about as being like the best Sims 3 Let's Play ever. But that's how you guys felt about that Life Simmers Generation series, is how I felt about Andrew Arcade's freaking Supernatural series. I remember the fairy was named Puck. He had like all these babies with all these different like people. The witch was named Salamene. She had a black cat. I always remember that. She worked at the psychic place. The vampire was named Vlad, and I don't remember what the werewolf's name was because she was irrelevant. But yeah, I freaking loved that. I miss those days so much when my cousin and I would just play The Sims 3 all the time. That was so fun. And then eventually, because we would play that all the time. And we would watch videos. That's actually how I found, obviously, Life Simmer, I think. And then once The Sims 4 came out, I got that first, and I actually started recording like videos then, but they were so bad, and they've all since been deleted because I was so young. I was probably like 11, I feel like, when I started recording those, and they were just really bad, and I didn't know anything about recording, and just, you wouldn't even, like, they were just bad. Like, like when a kid tries to record, and like I was whispering because I didn't want anyone to hear me. The screen was super dark. Like, it was bad. But those were some of the like most fondest days. Wait, is that when I got this microphone? I wonder have I had this microphone for like 7 years? Jeez, I did not realize that. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, that was when I got The Sims 4, and then she got The Sims 4 a little after me. The Sims 4, we didn't do that as much, obviously, because we were older and stuff, but we still did, like, play it together a lot. Like, I remember we went to my grandmother's house once, because we, like, used to sleep over her house, like, one weekend during the summer, like, me and my 3 cousins, because we were all the same age and stuff. Well, we are all the same age, and we'd sleep over her house and do fun stuff. And I remember this is when I created my first channel. I was like showing the cousin that I would always play The Sims with, and I like wasn't showing the other 2, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I just gained like 10 more Gmailers, cousin. Like I was saying like my subscribers on YouTube were Gmailers and stuff, just that my other cousins didn't understand, because I was like kind of embarrassed about making Sims 4 videos like way back then. But that's crazy, and now I do this all the time and none of them know about it, which is so fun and fresh. But, that's really good. I love reflecting on that stuff. I love that so much. I want to go back to those days. Like, those were so fun. Just going to her house, swimming outside, making sandwiches to eat for lunch, going inside, and just playing The Sims all the rest of the day. So fun. I miss The Sims 3 days. I feel like that's why The Sims 3 is, like, in my head my favorite game, because I have all of those memories, like, surrounding it that I just, like, relate to just hanging out with my cousin and just, like, being young and having so much fun and just first, like, finding the game, and that's why I kind of associate it with being my favorite game. But then I played it recently, and it's fun. I really liked it, but it's just, I don't know, it's different. It's not... Obviously, it's different. It just doesn't run as well. No, it does run fine, but it's not the same. It's not the same as how it used to feel, so I don't really want to, I don't know, I feel like I should just leave it in the past and let those memories stay like that, because I don't want to, like, taint how I view The Sims 3. Like, I viewed that as my, like, I don't even know how to say it, like, the peak of games, and that's, like, how I always thought of it in my head because of how we would always play and stuff. and I don't want to change that. So I'm gonna stick to The Sims 4. And honestly, a lot of people were talking about The Sims 5 coming soon. I wouldn't mind that. I know like everyone is like, wow, we spent so much money on The Sims 4 and it's not even complete yet. Like I want to complete it, but like I kind of would love a new like game. I don't know. I feel like it would be so good for like everyone. I feel like views would skyrocket for all those people that are complaining that they spent so much money. So then their views would go up, so then they could just gain the money back. So like calm down. But I don't know. I feel like that would be really fun. And like I would love to try a new game and then just kind of start fresh. I feel like that'd be fun to be there from the very beginning, because I was kind of there from the very beginning of The Sims. Well, I was there for the very beginning of The Sims 4, but I wasn't like recording. Like I started recording, but they were so bad and they're since deleted. But I would love to be like actually like understanding how to record and like streaming like when The Sims 5, like the new, right when it comes out. I would literally love that. A dream, literally a dream. You know, maybe they should wait till if I ever become a game changer, that would be really cool. I would love that. That would be good and fun and fresh. Currently, I'm not old enough to even become one, because they like raise the age that you have to even be one. But I don't actually care about that, because I don't really care about having all the packs. I currently only have the expansion packs and Spooky Day stuff, because I won Spooky Day stuff in a giveaway a really long time ago. But I don't really care about having the packs that much. They don't really interest me. I'm more just like, I kind of just like the game how it is. Like, it's chilling. I don't need all the packs. The only reason I have all the expansion packs is because I've gotten like one every year for Christmas, and it's just kind of happened. Actually, I think I bought Get Famous myself because I was excited about it, and now I hardly even use it. But you know, I like all the building stuff. I think I'm becoming more of a builder than a Let's Player, to be honest. Like, I keep saying this, but I definitely do want to record my Sims 4 100 Black Widow Baby series. I just haven't had a lot of time, besides like unless I just want to take away from my streaming, which I'm really enjoying streaming, and I want to stick to my tight schedule because I think it's really been going good for me. Like, I don't know, I've just been loving it, and you all are so kind to me, and it's kind of crazy, and it's really fun, and it just makes me think I want to like do this forever and like always do these things. So I want to stick to a tight sorry, just had a hiccup. I'm gonna stick to a tight schedule with that, and then hopefully I'll be able to start, like, I think summer's in a month, so if worst comes to worst, then I'll definitely be able to start doing more of that series once it's summer, but hopefully I'll be able to get like 1 or 2 videos before then, because that's a long time. But anyways, I haven't literally said a single thing about this build, and I'm so sorry about that. I just kind of got off track, but this is a super long speed build because I was recording this on Twitch, as I said. I don't even know how we got to this point, but I'm really glad we did. I was thinking this was going to be a crappy voiceover because it's not even that. It's 10:45 at night, but it's a Friday, and I had school, and then I had work, and now we're here. So I'm kind of like dead, and I'm ready to go to bed because I got up at 6 a.m., and I'm just ready to sleep for 12 hours until we go to breakfast tomorrow morning, actually. So I would only be able to get 11 hours if I went to bed right this second, but that's a story for another time. But I forget what I was saying. This build, it's pretty long because I streamed it on Twitch. I didn't even finish it yet as of right now. I'm not even watching the video because I'm just talking to myself, looking at nothing right now, because you wouldn't even know that if I didn't tell you. But I streamed this like 3 or 4 times, and each stream is like 2 hours. So I'm gonna have to make this super speedy fast because there's a lot of points. Like, I know one time Kayla raided me, so I didn't do anything for like a half an hour straight, and I recorded all that. So I'm gonna have to cut like all of that out when I see that it's not moving. But I don't know. I just like when I feel like when I stream builds, I take way more time on them and just make them way like more detailed and better than I do when I just like sit here and do nothing. Like if I just listen to like a video or a podcast while I build them, because I feel like that's not even, it's like, I don't know, it makes building so much more fun when you guys are there and like talking to me and hanging out. It makes like a whole different experience, and then I'm not even like, building isn't even like the main thing. The main thing is talking to you guys, and I'm just kind of building in the background. But then I'm like, because I'm building in the background, not really thinking about it that much, I add so much detail to each room that I feel like it's really like changing my style and like really making my builds like a lot better. And it's actually like, streaming is making me like furnishing, because normally I don't enjoy furnishing like builds that much, but now that I've been like making them super detailed and just talking to you all about like what we should do for the rooms and stuff, I've made them like really a lot more detailed, and I don't know, they like fit the family more that I picture in my head, and it just makes it more fun, like just picturing like what the rooms should look like and giving them a lot of details. So I think I'm like becoming more attached to building than gameplay, which is fine by me because building is really fun and it's good for you all because it's easy to, I feel like it's easy to just watch like a build video that you see here and there that you just like feel like clicking on, but like a let's play you have to like start from the beginning, you have to like stay attached to it, and like, you know, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, this build was super fun. It was just basically a really colorful suburban house on the outside, like kind of bumblebee colors, but you know, that's fine. I liked it. I liked the yellow and the black. So yeah, just a nice little black and yellow suburban house out here. We really be out here because I wanted to build a big suburban house. Because it was actually meant to be built for someone that comes to my streams. That's really nice, but they actually don't have The Sims on PC, so they won't be able to download it from the gallery, which is unfortunate. But you know, it's the thought that counts. Okay, I tried building this suburban house for them. All right, but I hope that you guys really enjoyed this suburban house. This was a 20-minute long video. That's kind of wild, so I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'll just have to trim down the footage of this build a lot because it's probably like 5 hours of recording minimum. Because I haven't actually finished it, so I apologize if the upstairs is not very detailed. I can see it, I can already see it in my head, like me not doing the bedrooms that detailed, because I'm gonna do them off stream tomorrow after I mow the lawn and before work, so they're gonna be a little bit rushed. And also I just feel like bedrooms in general, when you just do them for a speed build, can't be super detailed because you don't really know the Sims that are living there. So like if someone wants to move their Sims in, they're just gonna change it up to fit their Sims anyways, probably. So that's just my thought process. And I know that little Simsley, as you all know, I watch her videos, so she always says things like that too. So I'm trying to make it make sense, honestly. But anyways, I'm gonna leave this off here. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.